y'all, just checking in. I wanted to show you my blueberries. Look at those, they are coming out. Ooh, look how many blueberries we're gonna have. Now this is what I got from Tractor Supply. I got this one and the other one that's on this other side. It hasn't lost a lot of its flowers, but these have, and they're already starting to round out, and you can see that they are definitely blueberries. I will be putting netting on this very shortly. I have netting to put on here. I'm gonna keep this covered. The birds are not going to get any, but I just wanted to show you these. I also have my wild blackberry bush starting to bud. Look at those beautiful, see that flower right there? They're gonna start budding up, and I'm gonna start getting some wild blackberries.
All right, guys, it's time to up pot these green beans that I had in the cups. So this is some contender green beans. Look how beautiful and green they are looking. But it's time to get them into the soil. So I'm first going to make sure I label. I can know which green beans that I'm working with. Now I have had these contender green beans before. They're great. Their root system is really nice. And they produce a lot. So we're going to see what happens. It is March, and you know, this weather has been very crazy, y'all. It has went from cold to hot, back and forth. And but I know definitely that the green beans have not been liking our Texas heat. So me planting them in March will give them a little time to get established and hopefully to get a harvest before the hot summer temps start. So I'm just planting these green beans around my corn.
All the beans in, my dragon tongue beans. I have 4 of them, and then I have 5 of the contender green beans. Now my corn is right here in the middle, and as my corn gets taller, it's going to give the green beans some shade because they don't really like the heat that we have, so it'll shade them. I got to plant some stuff around here. I don't know what I'm going to plant there, but just want to take y'all on this little quick green bean planting. I have a lot more stuff over here in my little grow tables to plant in the ground. I still have to fill these containers up with different plants that I'm going to do container gardening with. But yeah, it's looking good. We had some rain, and these babies loved it. And look at this. Just have to give you this Georgia candy roaster squash. Big boy. He's coming to come out of that container. I'll probably put it in this big white container and grow it in there. But that's one plant. Okay guys, so doing a little up potting. And so I have my tomatoes. Now all these blue cups that you see came from my winter sowing. So, and then I went on and transplanted my giant ground cherries. These were from Nicole, my bestie. She gave me 2 of those. So I just potted them into bigger pots. They're probably gonna live in these pots. And so will the tomatoes in these pots. I think these are 3-gallon pots. They're gonna live in them. I have different ones. I have beefsteak tomatoes, Carib tomatoes, Roma tomatoes. So I'm gonna just give them bigger pots, and this is where they'll live their little life out, in these pots. I'm gonna eventually put my shade cloth up. I haven't figured out which area, but I will put my shade cloth up, and that's where I will put all my tomatoes under there when it gets too hot. Okay, all right, I'm gonna start up potting. And so when you're planting your tomatoes, especially if you're doing container or in the ground, you want to make sure that you plant it as deep as you can, because it has roots all alongside. These little hairs becomes roots, and so you want to put your tomato as deep as you can, so then it gives it more stability with more roots coming out from all sides. And so you want to plant it fairly deep. You also can do that with your peppers. Plant them really deep, so you'll have a more sturdy plant. So I already did my hole. Now I'm going to put this is a Roma tomato. I'm going to put this in the hole. See if I can do it with y'all looking at me, and probably not, because I don't want to rip the stem. Let me see if I can do it with this one hand. Let me not show y'all the wrong way to do it. You shouldn't grab at the stem of it really hard. Okay, I think it's loose enough. It's in there compact, y'all. Just a minute. Okay. Yeah, look at those roots was already trying to circle. I just put that thing in there. So we're gonna put it down here, which probably should have did a little deeper, because I want to fill, and then I'll backfill with more soil up. And then what you want to do, if it's getting too close to the leaves, you can pinch off the bottom leaves so that it gives more space for it to you don't want any disease to get on the leaves. That's what. So all right, we have our first tomato of 2024 in its permanent container, and now I just gotta do all the rest of these. All right, guys, if you haven't hit subscribe, go ahead and do that so you can join this garden family, and I can see you next time. Bye.